Hey everyone, Jim Chester coming to you once again today. I'm live from Denver, Colorado, and I got Tristan Schaub with me today. He is a force in the chiropractic world. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is yet, but listen to the
Oh my
podcast,
God, my hair, dude.
episode 4 of Chiro Hustle. Tristan, how are you today, man?
I'm doing well, man. I'm proud of you, man. You got the Chiro Hustle podcast off the ground. It's doing well, and the responses have been great. And you're doing everything that BJ Palmer would be doing in 2017 and beyond. So kudos to you, man.
Well, I couldn't do it without great support in the profession and other people out there that are hustling as well. And I know that you have your feet firmly on the ground, and sometimes you fly, and sometimes you do 20 things in a minute. And I've seen you do it, and it's impressive. So I know you're involved with something really big in the chiropractic world, and some people probably know about Chiro Sushi. But let's talk a little bit about Chiro Sushi and what's going on current and what's happened in the past with it.
Well, we're rolling out. We launched last year, and we launched with kind of a model of just doing a seminar, and the seminar went great. You were there. It was really a good time, and I wanted to get more tactical. The next seminar is going to be really there's going to be like multiple classrooms going on. It's going to be more focused on mentoring and less about presenting, and more panels, more Q&A, more audience involvement, if that makes sense. And I really kind of want to do things differently and really make sure that people are coming back to their office with notepads and their iPads filled up, and they got tactical information up the wazoo on narrow niche topics and bigger topics. And we'll still have fun, and we'll still have we're planning on some really cool entertainment. And
Cool.
So that's something. And we're going to be, big news coming out later tonight. I'll tell you, we're going to be rolling out our pre-enrollment for the Chiro Sushi Samurai, which is going to be our exclusive kind of mentoring and master class group on Facebook and beyond. And it's going to be a pay-to-play kind of thing, because really what we found is that in the group settings that, you get so mixed up in kind of, even I do it. I don't spam, but I share information that's promotional. It's going to be non-promotional. It's going to be with experts such as yourself who understand the niche of the importance, how to, the why, and tactical information into videotaping your patients, videotaping testimonials, videotaping your story. And so we have almost 30 experts in the field across chiropractic, from everything from MD referrals to how to brand and everything else in between. So we're really excited about that. We're going to have pre-enrollment and kind of filling in people on that. And there's some other cool things coming down the road, man, that I can't wait to share. But I got to be mum on that for a little bit.
Well, you know how it is to make a movement, and how to get people going, and to come up with a concept that gets people thinking a little bit outside the box. And I think that when you come to the next Chiro Sushi Summit, which is, what are the dates? It's in June next year.
It's June 21st to June 23rd, so we're a little bit shorter. We're going to compact things a little bit more. I felt it was a little bit too long last year, but we tried.
I don't know how we survived Vegas for 5 days.
I don't know. And you and me stayed till Sunday. We stayed till Monday morning. Very little sleep, and lots of false stimuli and lots of chiropractic adjustments, dude. Thank God for those. As one of our friends said, I didn't ask for that adjustment to make me sober. They did. So it's cool, man. It's a really good time at Chiro Sushi. I really feel like everyone's got, they're figuring out more. I think my teammates are figuring out more about their roles, and they're kind of like their babies. Dan's working on a really intense project that's going to help specifically students launch their practice, and kind of going through all his 50, 60 plus years in this profession. And I think, Ryan's really taken the Chiro Sushi Samurai as his baby, and we all support each other in each avenue. But it's been great because it was really difficult kind of starting off with trying to produce all this content, and I'm really focused on doing the live cast. And I, like you were talking offline, man, I got 3. Sometimes I have 4 live casts scheduled in a day. So it's a lot of hustle, man.
It is. I do like 2 to 3 a week, and I'm cool with that. And it might ramp up. But, one of the reasons I really wanted to do these types of, free chats was because I know it's a good way to promote the podcast. And I know it's a good way for people to get to the Chiro Hustle podcast and to listen to the episodes. So early on, when I was kind of brainchild in this whole thing, I studied a little bit of what Dr. Ed said in one of his live videos. He goes, if you guys really want to make an impact, and you really want to be consistent with your message, then you have to take this format and formulate it into some type of a show so you can build a following, and so people are looking forward to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing with the Chiro Sushi deal, with doing the live casts and me doing it for Chiro Hustle and promoting other groups that I help, I think that when you're focused on it and you stick to a topic, and it's not just the guy walking around with a cell phone with looking up his nose hairs and talking about what he had for lunch and doing some push-ups, when you actually have like a direct focus of an interview, I think it really flows well. So if anybody wants a golden nugget, there it is. If you want to do these type of live casts, stay consistent and have a purpose behind it.
Yeah, man, and I'm getting tighter on. I've been told by people like I need to get a backdrop and stuff like that, and I'm so focused on content. I think that if you listen to what we talk about, it's not fluffery. I mean, I'll pimp stuff out because if I believe that if someone, we've gotten so in the habit of being like, oh, here's another sales pitch and promo, but the cool thing about Chiro Sushi is like we really put like a stamp of approval on stuff that we think can either help you make more money, save money, make your life easier. And, I don't see anything wrong with that. So if in between kind of pitching, what someone might be selling, that we're getting tons of content and inspiration and ideas, my theory is, man, is like if I have constantly something going on, like you're not going to catch everything Chiro Sushi's doing. And there's just no possible way with all the noise going on. But if we constantly have something going on, then, you're going to catch something here, there, and everywhere. So, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and that's really one of the reasons I
want to give a shout out. Dr. Dill's been commenting on my glasses, and there's a reason for the glasses, as well as the reason for changing my name from Tristan Schaub to Tristan L. Schaub. If anyone can figure out what I'm trying to accomplish, you can feel free to comment below. So,
I have no idea. What is it?
I'm not going to share it until someone figures it out. Yeah, dude. I mean, you just got to constantly put your message out there. And I don't want to pivot off of Grant Cardone so much, but the one thing he's really, really right about is you cannot until everyone knows your name, and there are still people that don't know Chiro Sushi. And I think the problem is I still see what WTF, what is Chiro Sushi? Then you go, well, we're this, and they go, oh, I thought that's what you were. And I'm kind of from the school of branding, dude. I'd rather you determine what you think we are than we try to do square peg round hole. If you feel it's similar with chiropractor. If you feel going to the chiropractor, what gets you in the door is oh, their back pain. I would love to change the paradigm and the branding on that. Of course, I mean that's one of my goals. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that it takes so much re-edification and repurposing of content that you're better off just getting them in the door and saying, you know what, let them learn with me as long as I'm getting the results. That's the one thing that, I can't help. I can maybe refer, say, hey, go to Mitch Malley for technique or something like that, or go work with a real great specific, just to, to pivot off of Dr. Dill commenting. That's another great group. I know that they teach a really great upper cervical technique. I mean, you got to get your results down, but as far as promotion and marketing and branding and that kind of stuff, how can you ever be too much out there? You're gonna piss off everyone else around you. And here's the thing I see in his face, man. This is the funniest thing that she got me going, dude. See this? Jim was just turn the fucking mic on. See, this is what happens in this space, man. It's when someone sees someone else doing something similar, what I'll see sometimes, not with the people that we ride with, because the people that we roll with are really cool, but people that we don't, like, there's a reason why you don't see us rolling with them.
Yeah.
Because they're literally commenting in other groups and stuff like, that's bullshit, that's shit, and then they're mocking their colleagues, and I've seen people talk about how people look, like, as like a determining factor not to work with those individuals.
Wow.
And then they do this whole like, you know, pot kettle black kind of thing, and it's like, but you should check out this. Like, I've seen people go, oh, you don't need gimmicks, and then they're wearing a gimmick. Like, they are a gimmick. They're a walking freaking gimmick, right? And then they're like, you shouldn't do promotional marketing. You shouldn't do discounts. And then the next day they're doing their promotional discounts and all this. It's just, you know, it's like we were on a thread together once, and this one dude wrote, he was talking about weight loss, and there was just this combative kind of, you know, thread going on. And the guy's like, that isn't chiropractic. I click over, I Google his name, I look at his website, and he's got freaking on his front page a discount deal for chiropractic, which is one of the other things he was bitching about, and a weight loss program, a medical weight loss program, and he's with like a white coat. So everything that he was slamming on, he was doing, and I'm like, this is the world we live in. But there's a lot of keyboard warriors, a lot of telephone tough guys out there, and it's funny because I think when they get together at places like the Chiro Sushi Summit, like, the shields come down and they go, oh, I think we're all for the same purpose again. Oh, so, you know, whatever. Like, we all want to make money and we all want to help serve more people. It's just like we all have different ways of doing it.
Well, you've made me laugh, I think, almost more than any one of my guests. So.
Oh, good, brother. So, did you get some of those brownies too? You know, that's another thing. That's another thing, dude. Is like, you know, who knows in 2017 if the founder and developer, like, let's say Steve Jobs and Woz, my nicknames for you know, DD and BJ, were still around, if they would have been like, you know what, like, because you look at like what Jobs did, man. It's like Steve Jobs kept disrupting. I hate saying that fucking word now because everyone says it. But let me tell you something. I used to say it back in 2008 before it was even cool. So I can say it. So you know, like, who knows if BJ wasn't like, you know what, let's throw some CBD oil on this shit. Who knows? Because he's not around in 2017, you know? So, what's up, Luke? Anyways, man, how's the podcast going?
Hey, so let's throw some quick shout outs. I like doing this.
Yeah.
What's up, Dad? Tim Schaub, also a founder of the Chiro Sushi Summit. Luke Millette, the co-host and driving force behind the team that I work with, and we are Team Chiro Hustle, and we work hand in hand.
Let's talk about that, man. So let's talk about Chiro adjusted marketing, man. What are you seeing out there from the video space for chiropractors that you're like, hey, this is what I would do. Like, if I could go into any single office in the chiropractic space and like redo their videos, what would you do and why?
Well, I would tell you, everybody out there needs a 60-second commercial. I don't care what office you are. If you don't have a 60-second commercial telling your story and where you're located and what you do, the world is flat. You live on a flat planet. You don't have any roundness to the globe. It's just a flat surface. So I think that if you don't have a 60-second commercial, you suck. And I think if you don't do some patient testimonials, it's like not adjusting kids, you suck.
Okay, so let's talk about 60-second commercial. Do you think that it needs like a music overlay? Do you think do you need it to be like specific cuts, or could it just be like the doctor standing there in front of like their like spine and go, I'm Dr. So-and-so and this is what I do?
If you don't know what the term BRoll is, you shouldn't be shooting your own videos.
Ooh. Look at you getting nasty, dude. Look at you. Look at you, Scorsese. If you don't know the term, excuse me.
I mean, it's kind of like,
I get it though, dude. I get it.
Edge. It's like if you don't know how to pick out stock music, don't mess with it.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to lead in an interview with somebody, hire a pro. If you don't know how to mix audio, don't mess with it. And I think that's the thing about adjusted chiro marketing is we do all that stuff. Like Luke is a film major. I am a journalistic marketing major. Like I got 7 years in the game with the chiropractic world. I might know the vernacular better than the guy down the street.
Yeah, so this is good. This is good. So this is why I would say don't. If you're in the chiropractic space, and I look at like what you guys offer, and I'm like, dude, like I would be charging 3-4 times as much as that. And I'm just saying it's a steal because you could hire Smart Shoot, which is going to get like they're gonna outsource. Like Smart Shoot is like Yelp used Smart Shoot to do videos I don't know if Yelp still sells we'll do a premium ads and then we'll throw a video on top of it, which was actually a smart ad on sale because like every business owner was like, I get a video with it, and like literally like some jackass comes down with like their mini DV camera and they're like, oh, let's do this, and like they take a couple shots, they interview the doc, they cut together like a 30-second video, they put it on Yelp. And Yelp literally paid $300 for it, but the consumer's thinking, my $400 a month is paying for the upkeep and the hosting. Like they had no clue, So I got to go look and see if they're still doing that. But you could hire a Smart Shoot person who has no idea what chiropractic's all about. Like you and Luke are going to come in and do like a real consultative like visit with them first, right? And talk about their goals.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely pull the best out of the office. We schedule a time. We're very consistent with our timing to make sure that we're not wasting ours or our clients. The turnaround rate, I mean, you can't get a team that'll do something faster. I mean, we're Kinkos.
Okay, I dig that, man.
Just give us your flash drive. If you want to shoot it yourself, and if it sucks, we'll still cut it for you. It's more about getting the chiropractic message out there and being consistent. We have dynamite clients that we work with in the chiropractic world. Yourself. We help Shane Kurth with
Chiro Unity.
With Chiro Unity stuff. We help Nicole with some of the Vault videos. So I mean, we have a lot of other really great clients that we help in the chiropractic world, and not one of them is probably going to say these guys price gouge. Or these guys these guys don't create quality work. Yeah,
I would imagine if I were, I just would hire you to do like my videos because who else would you want to go to? Like who else has like I did chiropractic, the documentary behind my name, like the documentary on chiropractic. Yeah, that was me and Luke. You want to hire someone off Craigslist? Go ahead, let's talk about doing the years later. Let's talk about a review of the documentary and the people you worked with. Because who was in the video? Liam was in it, Dr. Schulable, right?
Yeah. Liam was definitely a big part of it.
Aram was in it, Dr. Aram Tahir. Was Sean Dill in it?
Sean Dill was in it too, yeah.
Sean Dill was in it. Suki was in it?
Suki was in it, yep.
Yeah. If you had to bring any of those guys back for a documentary, let's do this. Who would you not know? Who would you work with? Who would be the first person you would call again to say, like, hey, Chester and Luke are riding up for another documentary. You ready to roll? Like, who would you ask again?
Well, I would hate to slight anybody in my circle, so it's really hard for me to answer that in full transparency because I would love to have everyone back, but I'm not going to make the same film.
Yeah.
And there's a few big names that I'm attracting for film number 2, Project Patient, which is going to demystify what chiropractic's for. It's going to teach people that we help with TBI. It's going to teach people that we help with depression and addiction. It's going to teach people that it's a bigger game than neck pain and back pain and headaches. It's going to teach people that children with ADHD are just having better qualities of life and they're on less medications. It's going to show that we're taking care of the military. I mean, I'm going to find experts in those arenas that can really deliver the goods on that sector. And I'm going to find people that really understand the neurological stance of the brain. Yeah. And we're working with people that have bigger names in the profession as well. But, just like last film, we're working with some, lesser known people in the chiropractic world that are out there changing lives just like every other office on earth.
Yeah.
So to give preferential treatment and say, hey, I want this person back or that person back, I've become a little bit too much of a chiropractic politician. So I want to answer appropriately, and I love everybody in Film One. I think that the participation, Danny Knowles, I mean, if I could say one person that stepped up huge for us, it was Danny Knowles, because he vouched for us to be able to film our first cut of everything we captured at Mile High. Like, he didn't really even know who the hell I was. I said, hey, this is Jim Chester. I'm a very inspired individual.
He wasn't in the film, though, was he?
He wasn't, but he lined me up to cut.
Did you film a lot of that at Mile High?
I did.
Oh, because he was like busy running with a chicken with his head cut off. Like, how are you going to get him to like settle down?
But he just knew that I was out here hustling chiropractic, working in an office. He knew I was scheduling in a ton of patients, and he's like, what's the exchange? He's like, there has to be a fair exchange. So we did some testimonial videos for him.
Oh, a little New Yorker there. A little Danny Knowles, New Yorker. That ain't Colorado Danny Knowles. That's New Yorker Danny Knowles. Has to be an exchange. What happened before chiropractic, buddy? What are you excited about? We're gonna be at Mile High, dude. Together, you're gonna be back at Mile High this year, right?
You know, it was really cool first time. I think we were at Cal Jam. You came in a little late on the boat, but you got there, and I got a chance to see it. And I was like, whoa, it's Tristan. Cool. Nice to meet you. You're great. I love you. I think you're awesome. Let's go get some food and a beer. And that's what we did. Yeah. And then we had a rebound really quick out there in Vegas where we had 5 days of pure bliss and chiropractic bliss out there at the out there in the middle of the desert in Las Vegas. We were both running around doing a lot of stuff to promote the profession. Had a lot of fun conversations, a lot of conversations in the hallways.
Where do you think in the last couple of years, man, have you seen people like that were kind of, do you feel like they kind of had like maybe a different prejudice against you? And now have you seen it? Has there been a shift in a certain group or certain types of DCs out there for you?
You know, I've always kind of explained myself. I'm like that like 4 down back. If you put me on the goal line and you give me the ball, I'm going to get that tough, yard or that tough 6 inches. So that's kind of how I take on my whole life, and I take it on with the profession too. If you want me to go out and do a swing pass and catch the bubble screen, I'll run it for 20 yards. If you want me to run the ball first down, I'm just telling you, man. Like,
Dave Major your dad or not? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Did Dave Major hook up with some woman in Davenport, Iowa, 38 some years, 37 years ago, whatever? And are we going to have a moment at Chiro Sushi where we reveal that you, like, I'll bring Maury, man. I'll bring Maury. I want to know, dude. Is Dave Major your dad?
It's hilarious. The best part of doing these live interviews is I don't have any like fans running or AC. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sitting here in like 98-degree heat in Denver.
Are you still doing screenings, man?
Am I? Yeah.
All right. So I don't know how you're keeping like your head on straight, man. Because screenings, I don't know. You're keeping your head too because you're doing so much. You're doing so much.
The thing is when you support a good cause and you find like you get a chance to do all kinds of really cool stuff, like be on like network group alliances like Matthew Norton, who I introduced you to, and just being involved with different groups like Cal Jam and Chiro Unity and getting to know the leaders like you asked me. Have people warmed up to me a little bit since I've been in the chiropractic profession. And, I went on a little tangent about, hey, I'm a 4 down back thing. But in all honesty, I think that a lot of people really appreciate what I'm doing. And they wish that there were a lot more people like you and I think that, but the hard truth is people with integrity. And that's why I made the post a couple of days ago, because I'm like, it's like getting spam in my newsfeed when every other jamoke out there is trying to promote that they can do Facebook ad funnels for people. And it's almost like my people are getting preyed on. So I'm like, hey, you guys aren't Jim Chester of 2013. Get out of here.
Well,
if you guys last for another 5 years, Tristan, I'll give you some props and I'll bring you out to Chiro Sushi.
Yeah. I mean, it's a conundrum for them. Like here's what I want to say. I spoke about this with Chris Burfield the other day, and I dripped on it a little bit in other areas. But I don't want to. I don't want to knock their hustle. I don't want to. You and me appreciate, respect, admire the hustle. Mm-hmm. If it were me and it was my agency, here's the thing that I don't like. I don't like seeing stuff where it's bait, and it's gonna say, hey, let me do your Facebook ads for free, but you pay for them still. And so I've always been a believer, if you're gonna run one of these agencies, you do one or two things. You're either gonna say, I'm gonna charge because my work is valuable. I might give you a discount if I'm gonna onboard a new client, or I will do free 100% because I believe that you'll get the results and I'll take that risk. But doing this because you're kind of preying on people who don't know the back end of Facebook a little bit. I don't want to knock their hustle. At the same time, I would say they're better off, if it were me, again, going back to my days at Dr. Base, it's like what you do is you typically get a key opinion leader. You get maybe 3 or 4 key opinion leaders. You take care of them. You get the results that you're looking for, or you pay them to say that you're getting the results that you're looking for. Not going to bullshit that happens in that industry, but that gets caught pretty quick. But I'm saying that's the options, right? So you go down that road and you say, here, I got 3 or 4 really key opinion advisors. I have not yet seen any one of these, gurus drop a name that I know, and we know everyone that says, I'm working with so-and-so. Have you?
The
only one is Sean Andrews.
I mean, with Sean,
Sean's not like one of them. That's the other thing. Sean's actually a chiropractor, and he knows how to write copy for chiropractors, and he knows how to that's the difference. Well, but Sean's working with people like Tabor Smith, like names we know.
Yeah, I'm just going to clear it up a little bit. If it's not Matt Loop, if it's not Chris Burfield, if it's not Sean Andrews, Billy Sticker,
Ed Osborne. I don't think Ed does Facebook ads either.
He's not, but I mean, if anybody's out there listening that doesn't do this or that is trying to do this stuff that wants credibility, reach out to me and I'll teach you probably some better techniques on how to approach the market. And maybe you can work on with me as an ancillary service, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I got a guy that does this. But for anybody that doesn't have a relationship in the chiropractic sphere, I just think that, it's a little touch and go for me, because I worked so damn hard to be able to be on this interview with you today and to be able to talk to Dan Sullivan this morning and interview guys like Billy DeMoss for the podcast and have guys like Liam Schubel around. I think, building that credibility and that responsibility and leadership for the profession, it doesn't come easy. It's not cheap.
Absolutely. But here's what you did, man. You went out and you said, I'm going to invest my own money into making a film about this profession. I just need you people to show it. And that was your social proof right there. I worked with Liam, I worked with Sean, I worked with all these really great, smart people. Mm-hmm. Again, what I'm trying to say is this. If you want to take a nugget from this goes back to if you're a startup chiropractic practice and you're going, I don't have any testimonies and results, then go to the fucking mayor of your town and be like, I'm going to put you on the table for life. And this is the same thing. Same concept. You go to leaders in your community and you say, let me take care of you because I know that if I can help you, your social proof is going to have a compounding effect on my accelerated growth. Same concept. But I don't see any of these people going, I work with so-and-so and I'm getting these results with so-and-so. All I see is screenshots of clicks per ad, literally, and I can show you how you can edit fake click. You can go get a Chrome browser screenshot and type in different. You can edit. You can edit that shit pretty easy, without even Photoshop. But yeah, man, cool, dude. I think we did enough damage tonight. But again, I want to say I don't want to knock their hustle. I'm just trying to help them improve their hustle. Because I've had them reach out to me and be like, "Hey, man, will you support?" And I'm like, "Who are you working with?" No one.
That's why in that post the other day, I'm like, hey, I'm going to learn this stuff. I just created my first funnel. And
did you buy Sean's course?
I'm in Sean's course. So I just did module 1 last night at 11 p.m. I was about to do module 2 like before I got on this call with you, but I had to get a hotel room and book 2 plane tickets, so I did that instead. But I'm gonna.
Where are you going?
I'm going back home for my 20-year class reunion.
Oh, cool,
So
dude! You actually have a life outside of chiropractic.
I have to, but I get a chance to see some friends that I haven't seen since high school, and they actually trusted me to be on like the planning committee for this thing. And I just think that it's like it's going to be some fun to go back home to my stomping grounds. We're going to tour our old high school. We're all going to get together at a couple local bars that one of our friends that we graduated with owns.
Nice,
so
dude.
The venues are going to be fun. The people that planned it with me are just completely awesome people, and it's just going to be fun. And I do have a little bit of a life outside of the chiropractic sphere. I take 1 weekend off every 20 years to go home.
Good, man. Is there any past loves of Chester's life that got away that you might be seeing?
That would be sweet. I am eligible.
Are you on the Tinder?
I'm not.
Dude, you gotta get on the Tinder, man.
I think dating apps are like destructive to like.
Oh, dude, I've converted so well on Tinder.
They're the destructive like part of the frontal.
Okay, you're not. Well, when I say conversion, you're not gonna date. Okay, like it's going down. Okay? Like, and we can play this bullshit game like it's not going to go down. But you're on the 10, I'm on the 10. Get on the 10, man. You're not on the Tinder.
I'm gonna reel this back into chiropractic for a moment.
All right, dude. We'll close out on some chiropractic. Okay.
So, I just want to say what's up to the people that commented on our feed, man. Justin Thomas, what's up, dude? I know that you're in Palmer. This guy's something special. He's the first chiropractic student that I had any type of influence on for him to go to chiropractic school.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, dude.
Yeah. And Don Stranger says, hey, Jim, what's up, Don? Thank you for being with me and Tristan tonight. And I agree with Brian Moriarty 100%. Chiro Sushi does rock. And Luke, you're right as well. If somebody wants video done right, they should contact us. We will do some commercials for you. Come to your office and like pimp your clinic, make it look really cool. Sean,
I'm going to challenge you, Luke. You guys do such good shit, man. And you can help a practice like really, really grow exponentially with your quality of product. I'm going to make a challenge for you in the next, we're in the BD, I'm in the Black Diamond Club. I encourage you to get in the Black Diamond Club, man. I really do. I encourage you to get in the Black Diamond. Tonight, I want you to get in the Black Diamond Club. Okay. Sure. That's one of my challenges, but we're doing a challenge in the Black Diamond Club and like, it's like 28 days of challenges. I want to make up my own challenge for Luke and Jim. I want Luke and Jim to reach out to 30 offices in the next 30 days and say, I want your business and I will help you grow, because I'm telling you guys, if you guys aren't using Jim and Luke, like two professional filmographers, the people behind Chiropractic Documentary, then I don't know. You can use the people from Smart Shoot and pay like 300% at markup or whatever. And anyways, man, I love you, dude. I can't wait to see you at Mile High. I'm going to be going to DE, so I'm going to DE. I want to give a shout out to the Vermont Close for Chiro, which is closed out. I'm going to be speaking. I'm going to be speaking at the Chicago one.
Okay.
Either that or Danny brought me to go there just to bring alcohol.
I think he just wants to party with you.
I think he just wants to party. He's like, I know Tristan will show up and he won't even be able to speak. So, it's okay.
He's gonna be like, how can I double bill this with Jim too?
Yeah. Is he running a money laundering? No, I'm just trying
I think he is. He's just teaching chiropractors how to collect a lot of money.
That's a good damn thing, man. I'll be at DE in August, and then I'll see you at Mile High, which I'm really excited about because, dude, it's a great program. Patrick Gentempo is going to be there. I've never gotten a chance to meet Mr. Network, Danny's father, what's his name?
Donnie Epstein.
Donnie Epstein, and I just know he's a remarkable human being, and just there's so much love and energy flowing from that dude. So If you guys haven't got your tickets to Mile High, there's still time, of course. I do know that because I had trouble getting a hotel room. I literally had to convince one of the hotel people that they can come up to my room later on. And I convinced Tillers to stay open late for when we do arrive. So if you guys aren't coming to Cairo Sushi, I mean, come to Mile High. Going to Mile High, then I don't know what you're going to be missing. And then we got Cairo Sushi Summit tickets on sale. So I love you, brother. I'll get off before they kick us off the FTC.
No.
Yeah.
Gloria Stone. She was our first comment. We didn't say hello to her. So
hey, Gloria's rocking out. Gloria's doing. I want to comment on what Gloria's doing because it's really, really smart. More importantly, it's got a lot of intent and effort put into it. Gloria is she's in Barbie Eaton's 56-day boot camp. She's doing tremendous work in there. She is an associate at a practice, but she's trying to open up her own practice. And so, yes, please sign up for get on Black Diamond Club. Anyone who's out there. Dude, I've made so much more money since I've been a part of Black Diamond Club. But back to Gloria Stone. Gloria Stone is working on the weekends, and she's developing a niche and a brand as the weekend chiropractor. Now, eventually, she's going to have to shift that, but that will be when she blows up. And so I just got to give a lot of love and just like a big virtual hug there because she's also a single mom. And so anyone, if I meet someone now at like one of these seminars and they're like, I don't know what to do, and I'm gonna just bring up Gloria Stone on my phone and be like, she's got ovaries, grow some freaking ovaries. You know?
Yeah, I mean, for me, she reached out to me this morning. She's like, "Hey, I'm looking to go do a mission trip over in Kenya. What is your advice?" And I'm like, "Hey, anytime you have any questions about social media or leverage in the marketplace or a website that might help you do something better, reach out to me." And I offer that to anybody, really. If anybody has the cojones or the ovaries to reach out to me, I'm always going to.
We're calling them ovaries from now on, man. I refuse to say the. So I got in trouble for saying the P word a while, Aram, yeah, grow some fruit. That's it. That's the new mantra, man. Grow some freaking ovaries. Because here's the thing. We call the P word that's weak. No, it's not. Dude, that thing, they're goddesses, man. You know what are weak? Testicles. So stop. We're going to say stop being testicles and grow some ovaries. And that's what's going to be the paradigm shift.
Paradigm shift. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. All right, dude.
But when it comes back to anybody that wants help or needs guidance or has any questions about chiropractic marketing, media strategy, systems, who to go to for what, where to find a chiropractor where, or what seminars to go to. And by the way, I'll be at the Go Chicago event with Dan Bay, Tom Nestor, Ashley Oshner, and Chris Zano. The following weekend, I'll be at the Palmer Homecoming Lyceum in Davenport, Iowa. Again, I'm headed there this weekend. I'll be back in a few more days. So between now and the time I see you, that's what I'm up to as well. So I didn't want you to get the upper hand and say, I'm so busy and this is all this cool stuff I'm doing. I am too, dude. So
are we competing now, dude?
No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm just joking. Dude, what other profession could you want to be in, man? Because during half the week, you're helping to save lives and change lives and extend lives, right? And the other half of the week, you're on tour like a rock star.
And when I'm not doing that, I'm in the mountains.
All right, brother. I love you, man. I will. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later, of course, as usual. But I'll see you at Mile High, dude.
Perfect, man. Have a good night.
Be well, brother.
See ya.